Hi guys, it's Peter. Welcome to our channel. Here I am with my son, Peter. Peter, wave hi. There you go. And in this video, we're gonna share our experience, how I teach my son to ride it on one wheel. If you saw my previous video, you know my son with autism. He's not verbal, and but he like any kind of activity. Anytime when he see I'm doing something, he want to get in. And a few years ago, he showed interest in one wheel, but for him, it's much harder to understand how it works and much harder to learn. And today, we'd like to share it. I'd like to share it some tricks, some way, the way I teach him. Right, Peter? You ready? Yes? Молодец. And basically, I did explain him, what one wheel is and how it works. But for him, just by saying what it is and how it works, on some occasion or some cases, he will not understand. You have to show him example how it works and explain it in some details the way he will be understand. And pretty much, like we all know, one wheel has a back platform and front platform. First, what we did, we was practicing to place it a foot on a platform, on a footpad precisely and in a right spot, because that's going to be a very important. Foot placement is very important. And pretty much, I show him. I said, Peter, okay, just place it like I did. Okay. No, we're not going. No, not yet. He's really excited to already start taking off. Pet, look it. Take it out of your feet and place it back again. Same way, Peter. Look it the way I did. Same way like I did. Yep. Yeah. Then we was practicing like that to place the foot precisely where it should be. Multiple times, time over time, one after another, to make sure. Peter, let's try it again one more time. Place it. Oh, no, you take it out, and put it again. Then to take it back, place it again. Just like that. You see, like his heel, it's sticking out. Peter, look at it. My feet, it's right in center. Peter, place it right in the center. No, place it back. Yeah, there you go. Then, after when he know how to place it back feet already, then we start working how to place it front foot. Okay, Peter, show us how you do front. Yes, just like that. Okay, then step back. Then back again. And pretty much same thing. Again, after over and over, we're just placing the foot pad front, especially the front one. It's very important because it has a split sensor. You see, I got a clear tape, grip tape, and you can see where the sensor is. And that actually helped him to understand that when you place it, it will activate board. I explained him, and then after some practice, when he's pretty good with placing a foot on a foot pads, front and back, I said, Peter, okay, now it's time to try it, run it a little bit and see how well you will perform. And basically I said, Peter, hold my hand and hop on the board. Yes, activate, tilt it, and go back. And start running. And he did pretty good. And we start practicing on this mental board. Disable. Hold it, stop. And now lift it heel, there you go. And it's very important to teach your kid not only how to ride it, also how to stop at board. Because that stopping is probably the most important part. Everyone can ride it. It's very important how to stop it. And after hours and hours practicing on open field, grass field like that, he's getting better and better. For a long time, I didn't let him ride on the street, because that can be dangerous. He never ride it. Peter, you good? Petka? You good? Yeah. He never ride it by himself. He always with me. And when we even ride it in a parking lot or an open field, grassy field like that, I always kind of keep an eye on him. I always give him some compliments. I said, Peter, you're doing good, or I mean, you can do it, especially if there's some crack or a pothole in the road. I said, Peter, I mean, go around. And a lot of times when I explain him to make a turn or so, I always, I mean, from beginning, I always show him a hand like that, like a board, by tilting one way another. That means turning the board. I said, Peter, turn right, and I kind of follow it my hand as well, and he will turn it right or he turn it left. I mean, like I said, for him, it's really good exercise. And it's not only physical exercise, also mental, because he have to control, keep his eyes on the road. He have to concentrate for what he's doing. He have to be careful, and so far he's doing really good. I'm really proud of him, and I always said, Peter, I'm proud of you. Peter, I'm thinking about you. No, I'm gonna fix it later. Yes, his glove, that wrist protection pops. Okay, here, yeah, there you go, it's good. No, you're good, this one is good. And pretty much, like I said, sorry about that, guys. Pretty much, like I said, Onewheel, in his condition, I think it's working good. It's working as a positive, you know. It's not, this activity is not a negative activity for him, and I believe for many kids with autism, that will be positive things, because it make him concentrate, it make him thinking how it works, how to ride Onewheel. He's good on a road when we're riding. If there's a cracks or puddles, he always following where I go. Then I mean, he follow me same time. Well, guys, pretty much that's all I got for this video. I kind of cut it short today. He's really anxious to go to continue riding.